All right, now we're out here trying to get me a bird. Gonna do some running and gunning. I guess be some light running and gunning. We're gonna hop from parking spot to parking spot and just go out on these ridges and call and see if we can strike one. There's 3 parking spots along up here, 3 or 4. One of them is occupied. So we're gonna go out on this one here on this point and make some calls. I'm gonna use a pot call just to reach across these huge, vast canyons and stuff. And we'll run to the next one and call there, and then I guess we'll discuss what we'll do after that. But basically that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hop around and call and see if we can strike a bird and then dive in after it. I don't wanna waste a whole bunch of time here. I want owl hoot and then coyote howl and see if anything gobbles to that. We didn't hear anything. We sat here for a little while. We're gonna head back to the truck, ride down to another parking spot, run the calls again. Well, it's about time to start roosting some birds. Garrett and I didn't have any luck finding any more birds, so we're out here roosting again. Garrett's off in another location to try and roost some birds, and I'm at this location. I've got about 8 spots marked on the map. I'm gonna just ride the roads and coyote howl up to these ridges. There's fields on top, so the birds are gonna be around the perimeter roosting. I just gotta find one that wants to gobble. Got one to gobble. Just drop a pin and move on. All right, last spot. Just a little chunk of public right here, this ridge right here in front of me. Only got one bird to gobble so far. Let's see if we can do it this last little bit of light. Yes! Real owl hooted and a bird gobbled right on that point. Let's drop a pin and then go meet Garrett. Well, how'd you do?
I got one to gobble, but he was on private for sure. And I checked all the other spots around that loop, and that was the only bird I was able to get gobbled. And he only responded to a coyote howl. He wouldn't respond to an owl at all.
I had kind of the complete opposite. So I started at my first spot, no traffic, no wind. As soon as I started hooting, cars nonstop coming up the road. Couldn't hear from Jack. Finally got one to gobble at a spot where it was all private behind me and public on this side. And I was facing that. Gobbles over my shoulder.
On private?
Yeah, and so I wheeled around, looked at the map, and then there was just a sliver of public right on the end near where he was roosted. So I got my hopes up. I said, okay, at least we got something to work with. I'll compare notes with Garrett and see what he thinks of it. It might be a challenge to get him. So I drove to one little chunk I noticed on the map this afternoon when I was looking at it, separated from the big chunk of public.
Yeah.
Drove there, coyote howled, nothing. So I said, well, let me try the owl hooter. I owl hooted, nothing. But an owl fired up on top of the ridge there, and a bird gobbled right next to it. And it's all public. The field up there is private, but it's out on the point, and all the flat is all public. Park here, go up the hill, sit down, call them right to you.
Huh.
It's a perfect scenario. I mean, that's the way I'm envisioning it happening.
Yeah.
But he's in a perfect spot. Yeah, I think it's worth. I'm definitely going to go after him in the morning. Whether you want to stick around and film, that's totally up to you.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah, I'm gonna stay, or okay? I'll let you know in the morning. All right, I'll show you what on the map where I got them, and then we can get some rest or do whatever. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I hope you're ready for some mountain climbing.
I think you gotta go left.
I can't go left. Well, If I could get on this ledge here, I could make it around. Yeah, this is crazy. We better find another route.
Yeah, that'd be safer.
There might not be a way up. Yeah, it's still a cliff here. I'm gonna walk just a little bit farther. If it doesn't stop soon, then we're just gonna turn around and call it a day. That's probably the roughest hill I've gone up in recent memory. We didn't film anything coming up, just for safety issues. We had to scale almost sheer cliff. Anyway, it's starting to get light. We're gonna get up here and hurry and get set up. I bet that thing's picking up pretty good now, huh? Yeah. It's like what? It's like daylight. Holy cow. Folks, this footage he's shooting, it is actually dark out here. Or pretty dark. And it looks like daytime in that camera, in that viewfinder. That's amazing what that thing can do. There's no excuse these days for a hunting show to say, like, you weren't running cameras like that, saying we ran out of shooting light. You know, you should have plenty of light at the end of legal light with those. I'm out before it gets too light. See if we can get a beat on this bird. That way we can reposition if we need to. Ain't gonna be one of those birds this morning. Yeah, just where I was hoping. We're perfect. He's down below the hill a little bit.
He sounds like he's pretty low on that point.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he's below the hill.
Yeah. Below our line of sight where we're at right now.
Yeah, it'll be good. My only issue is, do we move farther forward so when he pops up he's in gun range? But I got everything set up. I might as well just sit here and hope that he comes up the spine here. We'll be able to see him for a long ways, but I think we got enough cover of these logs and stuff.
Yeah, I like the cover we got here.
Yeah. Let's just take our chances. Yep, good job, Gobbler. He's like right there. I think we should switch. I don't have my... You just slide it behind me. There we go. This is better. He just flew out. Did you hear him? Yeah. I got a lot of high stem count stuff to shoot through. He flew down about where I'm pointing. He went from right to left slightly. Hopefully he got it. He's straight down there. In that little gap, I don't see him, but I hear him spitting. Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, you see that big forked tree? He's like right beyond it somewhere. I don't see him, but that's where the sounds come from. And he's moving to the kind of quarter towards us to the left. But he could easily cut to the right, our right. Just be prepared. I don't want him staying too far down the hill. Let's hear a hen call. That's why he's sitting there. He's calling to a hen up in a tree. Did you see her? She flew down right to him. Hopefully they work right up here. Yeah, another hen just flew now. Straight down there where he was gobbling. There's a third one. She landed almost in sight. Straight down the hill there. You might want to conserve battery until, oh, there he is right there. It's a little too far though. You see him? Oh, he came out of nowhere. Yeah, I probably could have killed him, but it's past my 40-yard limit. I got another hen. That's at least 4 hens. Coming up here. Those pistols looking at us. I could probably kill him around here. He's like right on the edge. I just don't want to risk it. I mean, I could probably kill him. I just don't want to risk it. He's just a little past what I'm comfortable. It's a coin toss, and I don't love it. Garrett's going to pace this off and see how far away this turkey was at its closest distance. I was guessing about 50 or just under 50. All right, now I'm gonna count it and see what I got. I didn't count his steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 52.
I got about 47.
Okay.
So somewhere right around that 50-yard mark.
I could have killed him, but it's beyond my 40-yard.
Yeah.
This would have been ideal to have been set up like right here. But I wasn't sure where he's roosted. I thought maybe he could be right here in these trees.
Mm-hmm.
He was roosted. Is that a pine tree?
Looks like it.
He probably was roosted in that pine because that's about the area he was gobbling from. We got to figure a way off this hill because we're going to show you guys what we had to deal with coming up. There was like rock faces, sheer cliff. I was about to attempt to climb that one rock face. I thought I could get up, and I was like, man, if I fall, I'll break a neck. So we ended up just coming up a sheer face of dirt and just kicking our feet into the dirt to create steps. In the dark, Garrett was trying to convince me to go up that until I went up to the base up there and realized it was just too dangerous, number one, and probably impossible. So right up here, we got here, and there's like a little ledge right here, you know, 20 or 30 feet below the top. And you could walk along the edge there, all along the edge there. And we got right here, kind of slopes up and climbed. Luckily, there was dirt there, and we were able to dig our feet into it. Had you fallen backwards, you would have ended up down here and had to start over. Been like a video game. But we made it up there and almost killed a gobbler. Anyway, let's get out of here. We'll see you guys next time in Iowa.